Well, hi everyone, this is Don Smith, and today I would like to share with you a technique of capturing a single frame from 4K video and then going ahead and processing it as if it was just a single frame captured in your camera. You know, today's top-end cameras, the pro models, are really amazing. I'm working with the new Sony A7R III, and I absolutely love it for shooting raw photos. And with really a simple switch of the dial, I can be into a mode where I can be capturing 4K video. But there's often times when I'm running 4K video that the light just happens to be at its best, and I don't want to interrupt shooting the video. So how do I go about capturing a frame of that video? Well, you can start out by, if you really wanted to be serious about video, there's Apple Final Cut Pro, which happens to be the software I use, and Adobe Premiere Pro. But I know most of you watching this video are not going to be at that level. If you do, you already know how to do this technique. So I'm going to show you a way right here in Lightroom how I can go through and capture a frame of video and then process it out as if it was a single image. So these images here are all, if you see the designation on the bottom, MP3. These are all video clips that I shot last week while assisting Gary Hart in his winter Yosemite workshop. And I'm going to come down here to this frame that we got some just really, really pretty light. As you can see, there was just very little snow. Unfortunately, we're still going through drought-like conditions here in California, and this is clouds rest. You can see that's right down the middle of the frame, and that's the only feature that actually had any snow on it during the time we were there. But nonetheless, as I was rolling this video clip, and I usually will shoot for about 60 seconds in 4K and then trim it down to probably the best 30 seconds. And then I send that off to my agency, Getty Images. But during this video capture, I was just really enamored by the light. I thought it was actually beautiful, this light on El Capitan here. And then as I mentioned, we have Clouds Rest, and then over here, Half Dome. So how would I go about making a single image out of this thread of video? And, I can just scrub through here. Not a lot's going to change in here, obviously. You can see the clouds moving a little bit from frame to frame. So you can position just where you would like to capture the video. I'm going to come down here to this little TV icon right there. And when I click on it, I get two options: capture frame or set poster frame. Well, I want to capture a frame. Now, watch down here on the bottom of the film strip when I click capture frame. Okay, you could see 2 of 2 come up. Let's get back in the grid mode now. And here's my video. And right next to it now, I have a frame that I can edit. If I wanted to come over here and try to develop this, you're going to see I'm going to get this message: video is not supported in develop. Okay, Lightroom is not a video editing program as far as being able to go in and adjust tones and colors and that like. In fact, in video lingo, I'm learning that is called color grading. So I'm kind of learning as I go with my videos. But if I come into the next frame, here's my screen grab, and now go back into the develop, suddenly everything comes up over here, and I can go through and start to process this image. I'm going to set the whites here, just like I would process any still image. I'm going to look at my blacks and just kind of get those. And let's see if we open up those shadows a little bit, okay? And just pull down on the highlights a little to richen up those clouds. And there you go. I'm going to go ahead and open this up into Photoshop. This is the cool thing. I'm usually running my videos at 24 frames a second. That's cinematic. You can run them at different frame rates. I open up and I want to show you the image size. Now, the Sony A7R III is a 42 meg sensor. And the image size, when I come in here, is going to show 47.5. But you got to remember, this is at 16 bits. So let's go ahead and cancel that. And we're going to save this picture typically at an 8-bit and come back in here and check the size. 23.7, almost 24 megabytes of information in a single frame from 4K video. Now, if, just go back 5-6 years ago, and if I told you I could give you a camera that would give you 24, 30, 60 frames a second, and you could come up with almost 24 megabytes in photos, you'd probably be ecstatic. Well, we have it, and all of the top line cameras can do this for you. So I'm not saying that video is going to replace my still photographies as far as shooting in RAW. That's not the case. But a lot of times I'm on a beautiful scene and I would like to capture a raw photo of the scene, and I'd also like to capture the video. But sometimes you just can't do both. So if I am in the 4K mode, I do know now that I can come back and I can capture a single frame, work it as a single frame, and still have a lot of image data that I could make a print or upload to my agency and even put out online if I wanted to. So that's the tip for today. Get out there and experiment with 4K video. It's really a lot of fun, and the technology is just allowing us to do so much more these days. It's really amazing. So I hope this tip has helped you, and until next month, this is Don Smith.